The first part of connecting the heat pump up to the heating system is to fit the isolation valves. The isolation valves go on the back of the unit. The high temp units come with one isolation valve that you will find in the top of the box when you unpackage the unit. This valve contains the strainer and must be installed onto the return connection at the back of the unit. We will supply the other isolation valve that's required. The monoblock units come with both the valves and are located within the casing of the unit. Daikin use symbols on the back of the unit to distinguish between flow and return. A box with an arrow pointing in for return and a box with an arrow pointing out for the flow. They also like to refer to flow as leaving water and return as entering water. Just make sure that the isolation valve with the integral strainer is installed onto the entering or return connection. We also need flexible connections between the unit and the fabric of the building to prevent any undue noise or vibration being transmitted into the property. Because we don't like to use glycol, antifreeze valves are required, and we'll look at these in more detail as we continue through the course. If the pipework is required to travel a distance up or along a wall, we will supply containment for this. Not only does this look much nicer than having pipework on display, it also protects the pipework against UV rays and any mechanical damage. All flow and return pipework into the property must be installed in 28mm pipework. This is to maintain the much greater flow rates required for a heat pump installation. When penetrating the fabric of the building, pipework must be sleeved and insulated all the way through the wall. And a great tip for this is to use downpipe for the sleeve and regular insulation for going through that wall itself. Be mindful that this must be sealed after to prevent water and insects from entering the home.